Lancaster was once a great city. In the 1920s, 40s, and 50s, Lancaster City was a shopping haven. The Wat & Shan department store was in Penn Square. Businesses and shops lined the streets. It was the place to be. The railroad and war industry made it prosper. Even after the war, the city boomed. And then it bust. Careless slumlords, crime, drugs, poverty, you name it. Lancaster city blocks became a beacon for urban blight in the 1970s. The Lancaster that was no more. Mayor Rick Gray campaigned on the promise that he'd fight to improve the quality of life in the city. So far, the blighted blocks of Lancaster remain, but steps are being taken in the right direction. This is John Cotton and Linda Duschel, the city's sweep officers, or Solid Waste Education and Enforcement Program. They walk the city streets every day, trying to get residents to address problems that negatively impact the quality of life here.
Hi, honey. How are you? My name is Linda. Hi, City of Lancaster Solid Waste and Recycling.
Sunday News investigative editor Chip Smedley went out with the inspectors to get a first-hand look at some of the city's worst violations. First stop, Green Street. The street is a hallmark for the decay of the southern part of the city. Trash is carelessly strewn about. Old tires and mattresses are thrown onto porches and into backyards. A few, though, try to make things right. This is Cesar Rodriguez. He doesn't live on Green Street. He's actually from the 100 block of Howard Avenue. But he owns a storage garage here.
I come in here every day.
Yeah.
Me here every day.
Makes you feel like you need to do this or want to do this for the whole alley instead of
I feel good.
Yeah.
I like it something clean.
But Caesar is only one man. Cotton showed the Sunday News more of Green Street. Along the way, he issued a few citations to property owners for code violations. Next stop, Cemetery Alley.
You take notice as you're walking back here. First sign I see is this is a needle. And you'll see that throughout this whole area back here.
This seems to be a little out-of-the-way hiding spot, dark back here. They're not going to get caught. They're familiar with it. They're not falling or hurting themselves on anything. They seem to be working around all the debris that's here. And unfortunately, children come through here for school, up to Price. I mean, these are needles. I mean, they could be playing around, pick them up, and stab another kid with it. Bang, they could have hepatitis C.
What happened here? Where did the Lancaster of old go? What happened to that great place?
Well, that's hard to say. I really think some of it might have to do with at one time we used to have street cleaning every week. And then I noticed thereafter, and then different people moving in from other states and, gangs, that type of thing, moving into certain areas, you start to see the neighborhoods go down. But it's up to residents that live there and own their homes, or even if they're renters, take pride in where you're at.
But they've got an uphill fight. At 225 East Ross Street, this warning issued by Linda was crumpled and yellowing in a pile of brush.
It doesn't matter where you live. I mean, you don't have to live in a rich area to have a caring attitude about your area. You don't have to. It's not about that. It's about taking care of where you live at.
Paul Franz, The Sunday News.